Why do you spend so much time in my office?
Bingo.
Here's your share of my remaining cases.
Edie's leaving us. She's going to General Dynamics.
Oh, I almost forgot. The chief wants you to get to the file on the top right away. It's a top priority.
Looks like we've been assigned to find a guy named Dave, period. Looks like we have to find his known associates and deliver them to...
What? Go on.
the Wind Talker. This guy, the Wind Talker, is only brought in when all other measures have failed. We need to find 2 of his associates, Vanda and Louis. First associate of this Dave character is a woman named Vanda Metley. She's the current president of the WSU branch of IIE. She took over when Dave fell off the radar.
She doesn't seem so bad.
She's been picked up a few times over the years for cases of petty theft.
Why? It says here that she was a recipient of many awards.
Yup, one of those included the Irvoda Scholarship for her efforts in the community. She has a Robin Hood complex. She takes from overpriced stores and gives to less fortunate people.
Why wouldn't she just give a food drive?
Robin Hood never gave a food drive. Louis May Lou, pursuing his MBA, has his undergrad in IE.
Get this. It says here he believes he can find a cure for the American auto industry.
Who are you and what do you want to do with me?
First of all, I'm the person here to ask the questions. What's your connection to Dave, period?
I've heard of him.
What do you mean you've heard of him?
I've heard of him.
Do you know where he is right now?
No, I don't know.
Let's think about this right here. Dave was the president of IIE before you, right?
Yeah.
What's IIE?
IIE stands for Institute of Industrial Engineers. It's an organization to help students in the industrial engineering profession through networking, scholarships, mentoring.
I also hear that you like to be involved in your community.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to me about some of those philanthropic efforts?
Some of my projects have been with Make-A-Wish Foundation, Carmana's Cancer Institute, local shelters throughout the Metro Detroit area.
Let's get back to the point here. This guy, Dave, period, he was the president of IIE before you, right?
Yeah.
You were his vice president.
Yeah.
Then you become president. He was an intern at General Motors. He leaves, and then you become an intern at GM.
Yeah, maybe we like the same things, but I'm telling you the truth, I don't know.
Well, why don't you tell me about what you did at GM?
There, I was part of the global manufacturing system for General Assembly. My main project was to standardize work in General Assembly and body shop.
Well, maybe you don't know what this guy, Dave, period, is capable of. I'm actually here to help him.
I'm telling you, I don't know.
Mrs. Bentley, I don't like liars. I don't have the patience for them. So you can sit here and think until you feel like talking about it. The reason I brought you in is because I need to know about this guy, Dave, period. You worked directly under him last year. You were his VP. Do you know where he is?
Well, we might as well quit now because I haven't heard or seen the guy since September.
What did you guys talk about in September?
We talked about this and that. We talked about school. I don't know. The only thing I remember about him is what he said was he was mumbling something about February 27th. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
February 27th. Louis, you've got 3 kids, right?
I do.
Do I maybe need to put an incentive on the table for you to tell me what you know?
Leave my family out of this. Like I told you, I haven't seen the guy in quite a while.
You know, it's interesting because you were a line operator at Chrysler before becoming an industrial engineer.
Right?
I thought industrial engineers were hated in manufacturing plants.
contrary to popular belief, they're actually misunderstood. I mean, nobody thanks IEs when they add ergonomic mats to operators' jobs so that their backs won't hurt anymore. I mean, we do so many things for workers to improve their working conditions, and nobody even gives you a thank you.
Why don't you tell me, what does an IE do?
Well, IEs are actually very versatile. They can go into manufacturing situations and streamline their processes. They can go into hospitals and improve the efficiency of their operating and emergency rooms. They can go into theme parks and shorten the waiting lines for rides and concessions. And they can go into supply chains and help them ship their products all over the world.
You also worked with this guy Dave on a simulation project, right?
I worked with Dave and the Jockeys too.
You guys didn't place in that competition, did you?
I can't win them all. What can I say? But I did get second place at the regional conference.
Why don't you tell me a little bit more about this regional conference?
Well, it was a undergraduate technical paper competition, and I got $250 from the Louisville chapter of IE. And I got to go to the national conference in British Columbia. Not a bad deal.
Wow, so you got all of that just by entering a technical paper competition.
That's right.
I'm gonna ask this question again. Do you know where Dave Period is?
No idea.
Actually, where's this conference going to be held at this year?
I've been hearing February 27th. The Wayne State University is hosting it this year, actually.